So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly why hiring a YouTube agency is better in 95% of cases than trying to build your own in-house content team. And now you might say I'm biased because I basically run a YouTube agency, so obviously I'm gonna tell it's better to run an agency. But the reason I started this agency is because I experienced someone trying to build their own in-house team, and it literally being so painful for that client that it made me start the YouTube agency in the first place. And I'm gonna show you exactly the pros and cons of both, so you can actually make your own decision and find a better solution for your business. So let's get right into it. Now let me start with that story that I had with this client that made me start my agency in the first place. Because basically back a few years ago when I was starting my agency, I was actually editing videos for my clients, and I was working with many big names in the SMMA space. And this client also had pretty big channel back then in the SMMA space. He knew people like Iman Gadzhi, and he had this YouTube channel. And basically there was a client, I'm not gonna say his name, but I was the one that was editing the videos, so I was his editor. But then he had another person that was creating the thumbnails. So there was like a thumbnail guy, then there was another guy who was basically like the posting guy. There was another one for writing scripts, and then another one like being a consultant who basically didn't manage the whole thing, but was more like a just showing my client like what to do, what type of videos to record, giving him feedback, all of that stuff. So now we can already see that basically running a YouTube channel for him was kind of like running a separate business. He had two businesses at the time. He had an agency, he was selling an info product as well, and then there was his YouTube channel, which literally had a team of 5 people. As you can see, there was me editing his videos, but there was also a lot of other people doing different stuff. And here I can tell you that many people decide to build their own in-house team because they either want to save time or they want to have more control over everything, or third thing, they think that they're gonna get more personalized approach, because basically they're gonna have employees instead of working with external agencies. And it's not true. In 95% of cases, as I said, you're gonna end up spending more time, spending more money on that team, not being as consistent because of the complexity of the whole process. Fourth thing, not getting the results you want, and for sure not getting more individual approach. And I'm gonna show you in a second why. Because basically now we have a team of 5 people that this client had, and there was me editing the content. I think he was doing around 2 videos a week at the time, paying around $100 per video. Now, it might be even more. It might be $100, it might be even $200. I know people charging even $500 for really complex editing. But let's take that right now is $150 per video, and then you're creating 8 videos a month. So basically the cost of editing is $1.2K. Then we have a thumbnail designer, and here again, good thumbnail designer can take $50 per thumbnail. Well, maybe you can find someone for cheaper, of course. Maybe you can find someone for $20. But let's take $30 as an example, which basically is $240 for 8 videos. Now we have someone that's posting, doing YouTube SEO. Again, it might be anywhere from $250 to even $500. Let's do $250 just to even make it easier. And then we have a script writer, which again for 8 videos probably at least $400, $50 per script. And then we have a consultant, which is usually the biggest cost actually, having someone that has the knowledge and can actually help us find good video ideas, then give us feedback, just teach us about YouTube, how it works, what we should look at. So here it might be easily $1,000. So right now, if you just add all of those things, it's around $3,000 a month. And what you gotta understand is that you're the one managing the whole process. You can of course hire a creative director, and you can have add addition of $100 in that. So you're paying $3,000. You're really involved in the process. You gotta give feedback to everyone, separately, manage everyone, making sure that everything is on time, that everyone meets deadlines. Of course, you can have system to that. You can use Asana, have a content calendar, all of those things, but you're still gonna be really involved in the process. If everything is late, you gotta be the one kind of, making sure oh, where's the video? If there are any changes needs to be made, it also takes time. And then putting that team together is also really hard. Finding a good editor, then a good designer, then a good, someone that actually understands YouTube SEO, then a script writer, then a consultant. Putting that all together is really time consuming as well. So you're gonna spend a lot of time managing the whole machine and just making sure that everything works, even with the right systems. And then if you think that you're gonna get more individual approach because oh, it's my team, they working just for me, you'll be surprised, because most editors that I know, if they are actually freelance editors, they're gonna have multiple clients, and I'm talking multiple. And if someone is good, at least 5 other clients. And then what they're also gonna do is prioritize the ones that are paying them the most, right? Giving like them the most amount of work. So because of that, like you're not really gonna get an individual approach because everyone here probably has like 5 different people that they work for. So, it's pretty much the same as with agency, where like, agency like has different clients, but also your own in-house team is also gonna have, different clients. And agencies a lot of the time will actually care more about you just because, like agency can work pretty much with unlimited amount of clients if they build right systems, right structures. And editors, if they have like 5 clients they are happy with, they're usually like, happy with that because they have, consistent flow of, work. And even if they, lose one client, they probably, sign another one like next month. So also, they won't worry that much about like even losing you potentially because basically they have a lot of other clients. A lot of the times, other clients might have more videos, so they pay them more, so they can like value them more as well. With agencies, like usually it's really similar retainers. So I can tell that we value every client that we get. So now basically, you're paying more, you're spending more time in the process, you gotta hire people and like find them and train them. Like that also takes time. And then, you can say, oh yeah, but I'm learning stuff, from the consultant. But so you're learning with a good agency, because when we work with our clients, we also want to make sure that they can learn in the process, that they're not only like we're doing all the things for them, but if they want to actually, learn about like, okay, what is important, like we also have a consulting part to our service where basically like not only we give you access to a full YouTube program that we have, but also we give you feedback for your videos. We show you how to find good video ideas also by yourself, aside from us like giving you video ideas every single week. So you're also learning a lot in the process. And then when you're working with agency, like you also need to know that there's a whole structure to it. Like the whole team is managed by someone internally. Like for example, like we have a project manager, that's kind of like managing the whole team inside. And then we also, really focus on training that team. So it's not like we have random team of like editors, thumbnail designers, like YouTube SEO. We actually make sure to train everyone on the team properly so they understand how to edit for YouTube, like how to do YouTube SEO. We really focus on like working with that team and training them, so not only they understand how YouTube works, but also how to actually make videos that can help our clients get leads and clients from YouTube. So that's also another important thing. And then on top of that, we manage the whole system, and then we have a quality control in place as well, like internal quality control, just to make sure that everything that we create for our clients is basically as flawless as possible. So you don't have to face that situation where you need to like manually work with everyone on the team, like giving them feedback. We have a team, then a quality control, and then you're just communicating with one person, which makes the process really, really simple. And then, basically the structure looks like this. There's a client, then there's a YouTube specialist, or like project manager, like those are the 2 people that are in the Slack channel. And then basically this whole team is like internal. So like internal team here. And because of it, like you don't have to communicate with everyone. You don't have to worry about every part of the business. Everything is literally working pretty much on autopilot. The only thing you have to do here is basically recording the content. What is also good is that when you have your own in-house team, your editor might go on holidays and now you don't really have an editor for 2 weeks. Or your thumbnail designer is gonna get sick and then videos are not going out because you don't have thumbnails. There are really random situations that might happen causing you to not be consistent here. And when you're working with an agency, like we have multiple editors on the team. So if one gets sick, goes on holidays, like you won't even notice because basically there's gonna be other people editing the videos for you just to make sure that everything goes out on time. And same thing with, YouTube SEO, same thing with the thumbnail guy. Like there's multiple people on the team in every department so that we can avoid any type of delays here. And that also so we can guarantee a really quick, 24 to 48 hours turnaround time. So because of that, you basically don't have to worry about anything in the whole process. And what is good is that a lot of the times working with agency, you're actually gonna spend less money than you would by trying to have your own in-house team. Or worst case scenario, you're gonna spend same amount of money, but be more consistent, be more, excluded from the process, and actually get way better results. Because when you have a team where everyone understands how YouTube works and like they all move into the right one direction, one strategy that we implement together, then the results that you're gonna get are gonna be also way better than, basically trying to have your own in-house team, like taking care of everything. So I'm not saying that, having your own in-house team doesn't make sense, but it only makes sense if you're someone that pumps a lot of content, like daily YouTube videos, or maybe if you're doing like 90 shorts a month. So people like Alex Hormozi, Ryan Pineda, Gary Vee, like for them it makes sense to have their own in-house team, just because also they can have everyone in their team full time. They can spend a lot of money on that. A project manager or like a creative director that manages the whole thing, also on the payroll, and they usually spend tens of thousands of dollars on that team every single month, pumping out a lot of quality content. But if you're an agency owner, coach, consultant, a business owner, just trying to grow the business and use that to get more leads, clients, basically scale your business, building your own in-house team will probably be a waste of time, money, effort for you. So you'll basically be better off working with an agency. Now, when you're hiring an agency, just make sure that they already have case studies, testimonials, that they already worked with clients and got them results, because you don't want to work with people that are just starting out, because in most cases you don't want to work with people that don't have much experience or don't understand YouTube. So make sure that they have good case studies, they have good testimonials. And with that being said, if you want to learn more about our process and how we can help you grow a YouTube channel that gets you clients, make sure to book a call down below, or basically check out the other link in the description and watch some of our testimonials, case studies, watch the video about our process, and just learn more. So make sure to do that, and now go watch this video next, where I'm going to show you exactly how we helped one of our clients get 30+ clients for his agency by just creating YouTube videos. See you on the other side.